This conference will now be recorded.
I'm working for an SAP HCM module already. I'm basically
Okay,
from Nashik. I'm working with Haiva Technocrats on a government project with
okay.
for SAP HCM ECC, and
Hmm.
looking forward to switch to SAP SuccessFactors EC module basically
Okay, great.
for career
And
growth and opportunities.
yes, that's obvious. Every SAP HCM has to move towards success factors. And yes, then,
Looking forward for opportunities into the same.
yeah, you will absolutely you will get. You have some big base already into HR. Yes, others.
Hi everyone, this is Abdul. I have been working in Oracle HCM for the last 7 years now. Oracle HCM, I've been doing implementations, but now recently I've got a job where I'm managing a team where SuccessFactors is going to be implemented soon. And
Okay,
I basically wanted to get this training so that I can transition from Oracle to SuccessFactors, because even though it's an HR system, uh,
yeah,
the the look and feel, the configuration is going to be completely different, right? The
yeah,
concepts that I've learned in Oracle will not be the same in SuccessFactors. So that's the reason
absolutely.
I'm looking forward to this training.
Okay, great. So people with different aims will start with success factors. A newly started person, either they wanted to join in some job, they will come and join in some domain. Either it can be some .NET or it can be Java or it can be something SAP. So there are different kinds of system application, nothing but software applications, which we look for. But for us, if we are learning SAP, we should be able to know particular terminology. Other domains or other applications knowledge, while we studying in graduation, we will come to know them. But when it comes to HR, there is a different kind of terminology. Only people who are in recruiting or who are doing with employee data management or people profile or people management, they will understand it better. Ongoing or on learning, we will also understand it better, right? So there are different kinds of HR systems. SAP SuccessFactors is not only the one, but it stood at one. Behind it, there are many other systems, SuccessFactors. And there are also competitors which are very close to SuccessFactors. But before we go to that, okay, before we go to that, we need to know the background. Yeah, we know there is an HR system. What does a HR system do? It maintains the HR data. What is HR data? Nothing but your employee data. How much salary you are paying to them? What is their name? What is their date of birth? Or who are their dependents? And if we are allowing any benefits for them, okay, what is their job title? These are all an employee detail, right? So these are all nothing but human resource data which we maintain for every company. If there are some 2000 employees in a company, obviously we should have to make a note of the data somewhere. We cannot remember their names in mind and give them salary, right? There should be some record of it. There should be something which is in the history that so and so employee has got so and so amount, or so and so employee belongs to so and so department. So these are all information for records and for our history. So this all data maintenance is nothing but human resource data. Okay, till yes, we do have SAP HCM is there from past 20 years, or we do have other systems like Oracle. Yes, it is also there, and which is, or people, some people call it as HRIS. So this is also there. So newly emerging, why we need this SF, or some people will say it is Workday. And nowadays there is another system coming up, sum total. So even though the old practice are existing, why we are looking towards this? So you need to know, the first thing is that these are old practice which are system based or server based. That means exactly you should maintain that application. You should be authorized to maintain that application in your laptop by the company first, then only you will access it. Okay. But what happens with SF? It's a cloud based system. It can open with an URL. Okay. You can open. I just send my client URL like this to you. You can just see that URL right now, because right now there is one factor, two factor authentication. That is other case. Let us move that aside. But at least I will be able to open the URLs anywhere in the globe. I can do that. So why we are moving towards cloud is one thing. The look and feel changes. Second thing is easily understandable. So that is the reason we are running towards the system that are being maintained in the cloud. Okay. So obviously most of the people will be upgrading towards the cloud system. Okay. Out of the cloud, why SuccessFactors? Why don't we have a look into other systems? Okay. So now here comes our story of SuccessFactors. Actually, the SuccessFactors idea is a separate company. It's an startup company actually. Okay. In 2001, so Lars Bargard has got this idea to maintain HR data in the cloud. So what he did, he started working on it. He started implementing the system to maintain data and to give easy understanding and accessible system. So he was almost reached to the point in 2010. He almost reached to there. And what happened is he started marketing the system. That means he started his sales. That means how his system works. He wanted to explain the market and get into the globe where there is a system that we can maintain our HR data in the cloud. So what happened by the time? So in that marketing, one of the biggest company, SAP product, has identified its benefits. It identified the benefits of SuccessFactors and started dealing with the SuccessFactors company. SAP company started dealing. These two are separate. So the deal has fixed by 2012 and they merged at the end of 2012 and it became SAP SuccessFactors. Now SuccessFactors is owned by SAP. Until before 2012, it was General SuccessFactors, where it is just a startup and entrepreneur company. But by 2012 end, it has become SAP SuccessFactors as it has merged with SAP. After that, there are many changes actually. So as SAP took it up, what they will do, right? What it will do? It will try to implement the system in a way that previous SAP HCM is there, right? In cloud, if they wanted to maintain HCM, how it would look, they will try to maintain like that only, right? See, just assume SuccessFactors is in white paper. It's in white color. SAP is in blue or something. Let us assume. If it merges with white, what happens? It becomes blue. It don't show the merge of white and blue. This completely white paper becomes blue. So that is the thing. When you try to merge two companies, the company that has been merged, what it does is it adjusted according to the person who bought that company. The same way, the technology that was introduced in the cloud, slowly what they did is what the terminology they used, what the process they mostly used manually, they tried to improvise in the cloud and they updated in the SuccessFactors cloud. So that is the background behind SAP SuccessFactors. Okay, but how, even though a bigger company has took it up. It doesn't mean that everyone in the market should run behind it, or so people has to buy it. Okay, even till some years, that means almost from 2012 till 22, it has been 10 years SAP bought it, but it never forced any SAP HCM client to use SuccessFactors. Clients who are with SAP, they voluntarily wanted to be in SuccessFactors. Okay, so that's the greatness that they did. What is that the thing that client wanted to move to SuccessFactors? And I will also explain why not these two also. First thing, easy access or global access. Easy access or global access means, suppose you are on a vacation, you have a SuccessFactors system. You can open your mobile and someone call from your team saying, I need to get it into payroll today. Anyhow, you have to approve or you have to apply leave or something they told you. So what you can do, you have to open the laptop. You should have the application logon or some server or something. But with SuccessFactors, it is not needed. You just open your mobile. There will be your mobile application. Just go there and approve or just apply a leave through mobile. So we have our SuccessFactors mobile application, easily accessible if you have internet. Okay, mobile, take it away. What about the laptop? If you are carrying a laptop and you are having an internet, so you can even log on to SuccessFactors system URL. This will not restrict anywhere in the globe. You just get the URL and your user ID and password. So what happens is you can open the system anywhere in the globe you are. Not only saying for laptop, if you have in your mobile Google Chrome, this URL system will open, the one you are seeing in the screen. This screen, you can use your personal username and password. Every user in the system will get their username and password. You can log in and do your activities. Either you become an employee or you are a manager, you are an HR. That means what you need to access an SuccessFactors system, nothing but an internet. Nothing but an internet. You can open in your mobile, you can open in your Google Chrome in mobile, you can open in laptop in your search engine, anywhere. That is accessible for us. So that is the best feature we do have, where your work never stops. Second thing, okay, we have got good access. People will always ask, if you are somewhere else and you are accessing the system, what about the data security? Someone can see or someone can copy or someone will take, because HR data means obviously most of the employees sensitive information, which is nothing but their unique ID information. So most of the countries will feel unique ID is the most sensitive information and it cannot be shared anywhere. So if that goes on, what happens? So second thing is data security. So here data security means, if you log in now, it will take the timestamp with this 04/11/2022 that means 8:20. That's an IST time. If it is EDT or if it is some GMT, whatever it is, system will consider that, and exactly your login timestamp will be registered in the laptop. And even the same case with your logout. Okay, we can get login and logout. Then you are trying to delete some employee's information. Your name will be registered in the audit. You updated some information. Your name will be registered in the system. Or you are trying to change something. It will go for an approval. Before all this you do, first you have to maintain role-based permission. That means you don't have even access to delete. If you are a system admin, you will get an option to delete some employee data. But if you are not, even you don't get this option. Okay, you will have some update option or approve. And mostly that will be on personal details, not on job information or employee salary, these details. So that means you need to understand system records everything. Whatever activity you are doing in the system with your user ID, this system records. Whenever something breach happen, we can easily find the logs and history and say who has did it. Even what change has been done, system registers. That is the first thing. Then role based permission. With the respective roles, it will give the permission. And if you are a manager, you can have certain permissions. If you are an employee, you will have certain view permissions. So like that, we can set according to the role their respective permission. If you log in, you will have manager set of permission. If employee logins, employee will have employee level permission. So that is the second thing. In this case, the company that the competitor that goes is this one. They cannot provide you the data security. Okay, that is the reason this is SAP SuccessFactors is standing. So then easily accessible data security is there. What is the third thing? Easily understandable. How can I say this? Every system is easily understandable for us. That means for a person who configures, obviously we have to learn, obviously we have to know what is what. So it will be after some time of your learning, you feel it very easy, right? But for an end user, it is the most easily understandable system. How? I'm just logging into the system using an user ID and password. So anywhere you have anything, just let me know. I can answer your things, or at the end also we can have an interaction section. No problem. So I'm just trying to search an employee. This is a search process. Like how you do in your social media. What we do, you just take example LinkedIn. If you want to see any person or some CEO or some vice president of your company, in LinkedIn you just give the name and you can get the similar names of that. The same way success factors even works. We get similar names when we search. There is no difficult type of what we say those I transaction codes. In SAP HCM, we call it as T codes or transaction codes. With that, if you want to see an employee, you have to go to PA20 and then give employee ID. Who remembers employee ID? Or I have to refer somewhere and remember. Or if I want to edit something, PA30 in the transaction code and then give employee ID again. So that's a big process. But for me, what happens is here, even though I don't remember, just I know one or two details. So I can just give. So whatever that comes in the search. So this is search engine optimization, from the Google, where we can see whenever you give something, whatever the relevant or similar things, it will give search engine optimization. So that is the best thing we do have from the success factors, where you can easily search for an employee. If you want to go anywhere, just right now you just feel like an HR. So here you have some quick actions. Easily everything is available on the home page. I don't need to even search for transactions, what to do, where I have to go. I can request a time off. I can see my pay statement. I can do my activities. What are the courses that are assigned to me? I can see it. So these are all the things that I can easily find whenever I am at the home page, right? Suppose, let us assume, as an HR, now I wanted to have a new employee added into the system. What I can do? I don't need to remember that long lengthy transaction. It is very clear, add new employee. Whatever you wanted to do in the system as an action, the transaction names are also very similar to that. You no need to find the words, or you no need to go to Google and search in SAP what is this code, or in success factors how to do this. So you just give similar name. It will automatically show you the transaction. Nothing bigger here. So this is called easily understandable system. And you can see the screen, the look and feel, like how you create your profile in your Facebook or in LinkedIn. We just give our information and fill it. The same way we fill information of a new employee and submit to the system. Then a new employee comes to the system. So that is the third thing, which is for most of the clients, it is happening. Almost till date, we have 4,000 plus customers only having EC in their success factors. There are, you know, how many modules are there with success factors? 14 modules are there. 14 modules. Can anyone tell me if you know? So 14 modules are there. First one is employee central. Second one is recruiting management. Third one, recruiting marketing, onboarding and learning management system, workforce analytics, succession planning, career development planning, reporting. Then, did I miss anything? Yes. PM, performance management, GM, goal management, and compensation and variable pay. And we have SAC Analytics Cloud, and the 14th one is with position not. It was now becoming the time off, so time management is going to be separated. So these are 14. So out of 14, what is your interested module to learn? Each module is unique and every module will take you to learn 2 months or 3 months. So I'm a consultant of EC, RCM, onboarding and reporting, often into compensation. Almost I can cover some 5, but my expertise or my base is always employee central. I have did many implementations over here. Okay, keeping that my experience aside, so which module we are learning is employee central. Why are you learning? Till now, you know why we are learning SAP success factors. The reasons are these, and customers are behind this. And if you compare with other systems, these are the best options that we do have, right? So we are going to learn SAP success factors. In that, why only we are going with EC? Why not other 13 modules? We do have other options also. Why? Can anyone tell me now?
EC is the main fundamental base from where you start.
Yes, fundamental base, right? Anyone else? Any add-ons you do have? Okay, fine, good. So instead of fundamental base, I can use another word called data repository. Nothing but data bank. What we do in bank, we have some amount, we go and deposit in our account and it will store there. The same way, your company HR team has some data. They go to EC. EC is a data bank. So they store it there. Simple. So we call it as data maintenance. What is that? Data maintenance. So this employee central is a data maintenance and also the base module of success factors. Why? Okay. RCM is nothing but recruiting. what we do in recruiting is we post a job and look for any candidates apply. So all these process goes in the system. Okay, it is not like something. Okay, we post a job through RCM. RCM will post to LinkedIn or some other job boards, we call them as, or this message goes to agencies and they will bring some candidates and ask them to apply through the SuccessFactors RCM. The candidates applies in RCM. Okay, we get those candidates there, and then we will have the candidates process, status pipeline, exit interviews, assessments, everything, and finally we give the offer letter. So the front end of this RCM is RMK, nothing but whenever you post a job, this is like in company site. What you do basically, if you want to apply for a job in Amazon, you have to go to careers.amazon.com or careers.wipro.com or careers.tcs.com, like that. So the same way, those are the sites. Okay, RMK is kind of that where we can implement that site and we can have the jobs posted there. That is RMK. So to post a job, we should have a vacant position. Without vacant position, how can you update? So from where this position comes, if someone leaves in the company in EC, then position comes. Or if we wanted to particularly hire someone, a new position we will create in EC. That means your RCM data has to come from position, which is nothing but in EC. So RCM is dependent on EC. After that, RMK indirectly. Then onboarding. So from here, a candidate converts to employee. Why onboarding process? We all know, because you have to submit some documents like your education certificates or some before you come into the company. We will prepare something, assigning your first day buddy, right? So your laptop, asset, desk, everything, we will make sure you are there. So onboarding candidate is process of that, where candidate becomes an employee. Where he becomes an employee is in EC. He will be a candidate until an onboarding and RCM. Once he goes to EC, he becomes an employee. So again, from onboarding, we have to send data to EC, right? LMS, learning management system. Okay, candidate become an employee. So what has to employee do? Employee should learn some courses. If he is a fresher, he has to be assigned some courses. Again, to assign the courses, I need employee data, because I should at least know employee ID or employee name. So again, we will get data from EC. So EC has to link up with LMS, where we get employee ID or employee first name, last name to assign the courses. Then workforce analytics. Analytics means nothing but providing the stats of the data. How many women employees are there? How many male employees are there? And this year, what is the compensation or average budget we have? Analytics on the data. So completely workforce analytics are dependent on here. How many open positions are there? How many new people we have hired? Everything, the data, we have to take it from workforce analytics. The data is stored in EC. SP, succession planning. So your manager is leaving. Company will not always depend on someone come and apply and then we will have to keep them into manager position. Okay. There will be some loyal employees who are working from past some 5 years, 6 years. They will try to provide the opportunities to them to become the next manager. So nothing but successor who is going to be there in that position. We will aim certain candidates or certain employees in the company who are very loyal and who are staying with the company. We will ask them to get trained for the plan, have a plan for successor, the manager post, and we will ask them for succession plan. So like those candidates, succession planning will pick according to the position, according to the grades. So again, the data is from EC to succession planning. Career development planning. For all the employees, this can be implemented where, at what grade they are, what skills they do have. According to that, how they can have the development in their career. from consultant to senior, senior consultant to principal consultant, and from there to PM, project manager or service delivery manager, or to a level of vice president, or to a level of CEO, how they can become the career growth. Everything is in CV. Again, the data is needed for of employee from EC. Reporting, where how many employees, I told you already, we can take an audit from the system, and that is how we can prepare some report also. So PMGM, performance management and goal management, as you know it already, we have some appraisal period going on. In appraisal period, you should get some rating. You have a team of 5 members, not all will have the same rating. So to uniquely identify for whom I have to give 5, I will have some names. So in the system, we get that name data, that means employee ID or name data again from EC. PMGM is dependent on it. Compensation. Here it is nothing but not salary and all. It is about budget planning. This year, how much budget is released? According to that, how much hike I have to provide to my employees in the team. So a budget planning session can be done in compensation. So what is a minimum I can give with that budget? How best I can give to the employees can be planned here. Variable pay, so once in 3 months or 6 months, depends on the companies, we will get it. So that also, how much and where at what time, whether it is one time or 2 times, that is also here. So these two need some data of employee and their previous salaries. So that comes from EC again. SAC is going to be the new one, which is almost upcoming. So which will be more than workforce analytics totally. They are planning to have workforce analytics and reporting to be closed and combined to SAC, nothing but SAP Analytics Cloud. Okay. Then time management, how many leave quota I can give, how can be leave taken, and if consecutive 3 days can be taken, or if are sick, whether they have to put some document, doctor prescription, and timesheet. So what is their working time, how they are business travel, or if they have some ongoing activities or self study, everything covers under the timesheet. So it is all about the time management. All these need employee data, and that we are providing from EC. Okay, that's fine. If EC provides that data, what is the use that I learn EC? So why we see, if you learn the base, you can learn any of these modules. If you know the base from where the data is coming, and if you start after learning EC, if you start learning ASIAM, it will be very easy for you. If you learn EC in 2 months, you can learn ASIAM in 1 month. So for everything, the roots are connected with Employee Central. So make sure you know EC and go with any of the module, you can easily know it, because it is integrated with other modules where you will at least came to know an overview of these while you are implementing EC. Mark my words, whenever you are getting a project in Employee Central, and if they are implementing some 2 to 3 modules, obviously every consultant here comes to you for integration and ask, can you set up EC RCM integration or EC onboarding integration? We need data to fill. So you have the more learning scope, you have the more key role to play in a project where you will be keep always engaging, and you will always learn something new. So who knows the best? That means who knows the more knowledge on EC can learn other modules. So that is the reason you are learning Employee Central. Okay. So as I call it as a data repository, there is always something new with Employee Central. Is every 6 months we will have an upgrade. I hope you know it, but I am still repeating it. Upgrade. So other softwares, if you see, 2 years or 1 year or some versions will be getting released. Okay. But for SuccessFactors, previously every 3 months they used to release new features. Anything new if your customer has requested. Across the globe, many people request the same thing. Obviously, SAP considers it and implement the feature in SuccessFactors system. Okay, that is the best thing. And second thing is, if right now it was 6 months, previously 3 months, I told you, right now there are only, they divided it into two halves. So every 6 months there will be an upgrade. That means there will be some release information with new features or existing features improvised. That means your system is not stable at all. Every 6 months you become a new learner. That means you have a lot of 90% of knowledge already. Every 6 months you have to still learn some 10 to 15% upon the new features. So you are never settled down. You have to improvise your skills in success factors, and you have to know more about every time you go with success factors. Not only with EC, it goes with all other modules as well. There is new features introduction every 6 months. If SAP would like to introduce, they will give a notification before 2 to 3 months itself. They will say, this is the thing we are going to introduce into the system. Please check if you have any impact. These are the results of that. Check in the system and then come back to us. So we will have notifications of it, and improvised features notification also comes. We can see that information from the system. So that is the thing with Employee Central, where you keep on learning every day. Better than all this, every time we will have more releases from Employee Central. Okay, so this is all good. We have seen something that we are going to learn a good module out of success factors. Okay, so I am trying to find you some document. If you just can, I don't think so. I do have it. Okay, let me. Okay, so that is the thing. So, yes, now we can have some questionnaire session. So, please come up with your questions. Meanwhile, I'm trying to tell your duration of the sessions and regular classes thing. Yes, the time will be every day 1 hour session, and you will be provided a demo system to practice. You have to practice every day. You will be receiving and task to complete and come to the session. If you don't complete the task, I cannot move ahead, because every topic is in a sequence and it carries forward. Okay, so every day you will receive a task. After the task also you will have your documents, communication documents. That means guide, SAP guides already will be sent to you by the first session itself. After that, everyday session document in an understandable, easily stepwise manner I have prepared by my own. I will be sharing those documents after every session, which you can refer. So you can refer those documents, you can refer this everyday class recording, and then you can practice in the demo system, and you can come up with questions and everything next day. If you wanted to me to stop for 10 or 15 minutes, I can stop and explain, and I can revise the topic wherever you feel it as different. Okay, so that is a thing from my end. So yes, start your questions.
Is a course for 60 days or a month? Oh, speaking on mute.
Sorry, I was on mute. Okay. So the course is going to be for almost 28 days. Sometimes it can take to 30 days. Okay. The course is going for 28 days, every day 1 hour session. And let me also mention that. And demo system will be with you for 60 days. You can practice. Yes, I'm expecting some questions. Please be interactive. Whatever you have in your mind, so you can ask me. I'm here to answer them all.
Hi, this is
Ma'am,
okay.
Yeah.
So I would like to know the timings of this session. Like, is that in the morning hours or the same time between 8 to 9?
Actually, we haven't yet confirmed the timings. Mostly it will
Oh,
be in the evening only. So
okay,
we shall fix the timings for the regular session and update everything. Or you can drop your availability to Subbu. According to that, we can plan also. Everyone.
sure.
So that means if some 10 people are there, they have some timing in the evening, that means closely, appropriately, we will fix to that. Yes,
Hi,
someone
ma'am.
said,
This is Dharni here. Actually, will you provide the certification, ma'am?
even I provide it, no one will allow you to join in the company. Okay. So in SAP case, no one is authorized to give certification. Okay. This course is your learning and your training. And remember, no one gives you the demo system to practice. And I am making you to keep your hands and practice, and like in real time scenarios I will provide. What I face or what I see in the real time projects, I give you to practice that. So mostly your real time training is going to be here, but you have to do certification with SAP because all that license is with SAP. They didn't give it outside. So even though someone tried to do it outside, it is not a valid one. You have to buy certification from SAP only. You have to give an attempt of exam and then you have to get that certificate. So those process
May,
also after the training, I will tell you how to write the exam, how to get certified with an SAP, with buying all those licenses and all with SAP.
okay, ma'am. Will you provide the placement opportunities?
No, placement we don't provide, but we refer to people that these candidates are this and this, and we will ask them to push ahead. That means to level one, whatever they can possible, but completely we cannot guarantee that because right now there, in US there are no. Only EC is running in US. Other modules there is running with recession. Everyone are taken out. So we cannot predict always the situation what happens. So I cannot guarantee that.
Okay, ma'am.
So let me introduce myself. I had all this story to you, but I didn't introduce myself. So this is Akshara, your trainer, and I have some 8 years of experience into success factors. Before that, I was into SAP HCM. So once I started entering into success factors, it is almost some 2014, I think so. I was from there with success factors. I have seen lot of changes, drastic changes also with the system, where from a nothing from a scratch, it has developed as something new. So I could see all of them, and I am certified in Employee Central. I am certified in RCM. I am certified in onboarding. I am certified in compensation, and I am also certified in payroll. So these are my certifications, and moreover, I have did some 5 end-to-end implementations in Employee Central with the real-time clients I have worked with, and I have did many things. Okay, and I did implementations with RCM onboarding as well. Most of them were with UAE and some with South Africa, and most of the EC projects I did was to Europe. So almost based out of Europe countries only, I have did all my EC projects mostly. So that is all about what I have learned, and I am also the panel member of interviews for Success Factors. So I know how the interview goes. Sometimes I also try to get most out of the candidates from SAP Success Factors. But don't ask me about which company are you working. That is confidential. Done. So that's all my introduction. So any questions?
One question from my side.
Yeah.
In terms of the job prospects, now that you've been working in cloud success factors for a long period of time,
Yeah.
do you think it's on par with Workday or Oracle HCM? I don't know if you've got a chance to look at the other HR systems in the market, but do you think it's doing well, especially in the North American and the European markets?
Hmm. Good question. Actually, I have got a chance last or before a year to look into one of the HR system, nothing but sum total. There is a chance that sum total can rise, but it is very messy. I can say it is messy. I have seen LMS of success factor system. I even have seen LMS of sum total. There is a huge difference. But what the system is, the success factor system, if someone sees, they can easily catch the eye. Or if someone sees the system of sum total, it is kind of something, it is going like an history class for me. So I even learned that. I tried for certification in that because there is a need from one of the clients that we do have. And by the time I was also one of the partners of that company, so I tried to do it. But there is a lot of difference between success factors and those. So I could say there is something they, if they develop, it can come to the level of success factors. That is one thing with that system. When I go to Workday, so instead I tell according to the technically the system is very competitor with SAP except the GDPR guidelines because GDPR is from Europe countries. Who has the SAP product is Germany. So instead of that, what Europe, what USA does, they don't want to use success factors. They goes for Workday. So there is something with the rivalry that goes always. So we have this success factors approved by all the globe. Even there are companies. Even there is one of I know we have implemented Employee Central for an police organization in US. Okay, for police people they use success factors. Okay, they use success factors and we implemented for them in US. So, but there are very limited customers from US and more customers into Workday because it is the origin that makes them use it. But performance wise, I could say a bit higher. That means a higher means some 10% higher is SAP is good than Workday. But both are at the same level competition going on right now in the market. And I can also say some of the success factors using systems are like Byju's. They use success factors. So one of my friend implemented for Byju's, and most of the clients are from UAE, United Arab Emirates. Those 7 Emirates are using success factors. You know, whatever the company it is, either they are into oil and gas manufacturing or they are into metro or they are into water. So I have did for metro, Emirates Metro. I have did for government organization, water and electricity company. I have did for success factors. So there are different kind of areas, but UAE is using the success factors to the most, and they have need of these consultant success factors. So it all depends on, that's it. But mostly usable system is success factors across the globe than Workday.
Thank you.
And also to add a note here, it is not easy to enter Workday like as you enter success factors. Everyone can enter SAP success factors, whereas if you have to enter Workday, you need to remember one thing: your company has to be getting an authorization from them, and you have to minimum 2 years of experience in any of the HR system. Your company should have authorization. What happens with SAP success factors is you no need to have authorization. Either you are working with a startup also, they can take success factors project with SAP and deal it. But Workday is not like that. So even to move from here, I can right now move to Workday because I have a lot of experience in this. But someone who newly wanted to enter into Workday, they cannot. So that is the thing with work. Yes, next. It's better we hurry up because it's people's dinner time. I should not waste their time. Okay. So yeah, I hope we had good session, and I hope I can see all of you start with regular sessions as soon as possible. Okay. So thing is, give the feedback to Subbu. Say whether I am going in a fast pace, whether you are able to understand it or not, or is it good approach, or do you wanted to have any other approach? So whatever you want, have in feedback on me, just give it to Subbu. According to that, while we are going with regular sessions, we will have some pace, either slow or fast or in medium. Okay, so that is the thing. And other thing is, just think about success factors. And and this is a wonder for me actually. Whenever I take a session, most of the people will ask me the opportunities in success factors. No one has asked me that, but still I will tell you. So opportunities of success factors are more. Most of the clients from SAP HCM are moving towards the success factors to maintain in the cloud. And other thing is, other systems are not good, as I told you. People are looking towards this. As the company is established, everyone is looking for success factors. As I told you, Europe, United Arab Emirates, and this way, Singapore, okay, from Australia, this down, and India, Middle East, all these countries, mostly half of the countries, there are 196 countries across the globe. So out of them, 120 or around that, they are using success factors and they are implementing it. So we have more opportunities globally where we can do it, and easily we can get through success factors. Other HR systems are not like this. So that is a opportunities level. And if you get into this, you have some longer scope for another 10 years into success factors. Because as the system keeps on update with the new features, so there is no risk in it. Okay. So think about it and take your time. Just send your feedback. Once you are ready for regular session, mostly I will be starting the regular session. Today is Friday, right? So Saturday, Sunday are off, and Monday we will be starting our regular session. Okay. So it is 5, 6, 7. 7th November we can start it, and we can see how it goes. And I wish you all to see in the regular sessions. So thanks for your time. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good day.
Thank
Bye.